Alright, just imported the code. Try getting the game mode running and presenting everything that I can that at least is presentable yet. Um, I do have developer tools enabled, so it won't be the full player experience, but at least I can show off what I've got. Alright, so start off in the spawn room where Macho talks to you and tells you about the trial you're in. Lets you out, and then you start fighting zombies, and there's a few things you'll notice. So first, there's a hero bio location right here, and there's another one right here. And this is a perk machine. So when you walk up to it, it'll tell you like a little thing. It says this is a perk and how many points it cost. And then above it is a little icon that shows what perk it is, at least from a glance from afar. And each perk is going to be different. So this is the doorways. They have some pretty good physics. So they're flat, which is pretty remarkable for Workshop. Somebody made a map editor, and I just imported it to my game mode and changed it around some so that it'd be more optimized and stuff like that. You will notice me clipping through the doorway a lot when I run through it, and that's just because of Workshop limitations. I can't run the door system at full speed, or else it will crash the server. So those are things to think about. But the zombies don't always pathfind. They should be pathfinding right now, but perhaps because I'm using no clip. Yeah, there we go. So there is pathfinding in this now, um, but it's a little buggy, as you can tell, which isn't too presentable. The next thing I want to show you is the power. So this is the power effect. Let's see what it says. Oh, it says perk. Okay, that needs to be fixed. And then we can look for the mystery box. So best way to do that is to look for the blue beam in the sky. And there is 3 zones, so it's not always uh, possible to see it within what's it called? Uh, the zone you're in. Sorry, I was receiving a text. But yeah, all the perks look similar. I will say that is a problem in terms of game design, but that's why the icon's above it. So I can't really change too far beyond what Workshop is able to give you, which is a limitation. But working within the constraints, it's still cool seeing how far you can push it, and I feel like I've come pretty far. But let me go to the 3rd zone and see if I can find the mystery box. There it is. So you see the blue beam in the sky? So that shows you where the mystery box is. I wanted it to be a little bit further away from the actual mystery box itself. That way it doesn't actually look like a beam that's right in front of it. Instead, it's just supposed to be more of a beacon and like a representation of like, hey, there's a thing over here. So like in case you're over here, like maybe like right here maybe. Yeah, you can see the blue beam up here. But yeah, and the game mode also has hero swapping. So like, say if you press crouch, you can swap between 2 heroes. Um, if there were zombies around, I could get points to buy a hero. But when you walk over top of any event icon or area, I guess, um, it always gives you a description. So like that way, the in-world effect isn't cluttered with a bunch of information. Instead, it's all basically event-driven. That way, it feels more friendly to the UI. There are doors here, but since I'm not technically playing in this zone, they aren't loading in, which is totally fine. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm not sure what this perk is supposed to be. Like, I had to figure that out, why it's not loading in properly. But I might be running into an what's it called, uh, in-world uh, icon limit or text limit. Um, this is another perk, and this is the credit card system. I might need to add a specific effect for this, and I also have a bank over here. So I wanted to make it so that it's about sharing, because like I want to feel like there's a co-op incentive to like run a bank. So it's like, hey, it gets interest, but also you don't just get your own bank account. Instead, it's a shared bank account. And I've seen it before in some modded COD Zombies maps, but I feel like it'd be a good introduction to Overwatch Zombies too. So the property damage is just a overall running total. It's kind of like a high score, but it carries between playthroughs as long as you don't fully restart. And then the bank system is going to be withdraw and deposit, and then the overall bank so you can upgrade it. I'll probably need to add uh, graphics to these two. Um, but yeah, this is the teleporter. So the way you get from one zone to the next is by interacting with the teleporter, and then it redraws all the effects for the doors for the next zone. There we go. And then now this zone has doorways and stuff. So that's just how that works. But yeah, so I feel like the perk locations are a little arbitrary. I could have put those in better spots, like maybe like up against a wall or something. But it's a work in progress. So like the whole thing is a big work in progress. Um, but it's coming along nicely. I will say this is iffy, but I'll probably keep this like this. It's not like it's too much of a problem. Um, but yeah, that's basically it. I will say uh, there will be followers as well, which is like whenever you buy a hero, you'll have a little guardian angel on your shoulder that'll fight alongside you. So if you do play this, I did see one YouTuber play this, and they didn't exactly know how it worked. But when you spawn in with the follower, I might make it so that, or at least when you buy a follower, I'll probably make it so that you do an animation at least once, like for the first time, so that way you can visually see it happening. Because typically players don't look straight up to see the thing on their shoulder. I wish I could show you, but um, my interact key is. I guess I can use R. There we go. So if I do an animation, actually wait, no, I forgot. There's a weird bug. I gotta figure that out. But if I swap heroes and swap back, uh, the Kiriko will be on my shoulder. Um, allows you to have like followers that fight alongside you and stuff. I feel like it'd be really cool to be able to have something that's more RPG like, because I wanted to blend in different games together. Um, and maybe just make a new game element. But yeah, there's it's also going to be the feature of like the mystery box where like where is it? I think it was where is the mystery box? Oh, it's right there. Yeah. So when you walk over to the mystery box, it'll also let you buy followers there. So like I originally had a mystery box for followers, but I figured why not just consolidate it so that when you try to buy it from the mystery box, it uses half a RNG roll. So that way you don't just cause the teddy bear to come, or in this case, Ramacho to take the box away from you. Um, because in this case, it only lets you roll so many times, just like in Call of Duty, where if you use the box enough times, it'll teleport you to a new location, and you lose out on whatever you just bought. So I didn't want followers to become the main resource, where like it's like, oh, you bought a follower 5 times, well now the box is gone. So it's like, well, maybe it's like it's worth half the amount. But yeah, like just design decisions that I've made along the way, and I feel like I'll keep improvising and figuring out better ways to do things as I go, but uh, it's starting to look a lot better as I go, and I'm glad how far I've come. Not much else to show you. I could try the uh, respawn system. So when you restart, whatever hero you bought uh, for yourself, you can play as for the next playthrough. So it is a soft restart. So instead of restarting the server just to restart the whole game mode, I figured why that the player can play any hero they bought from the last playthrough, and if they pack, well, if they spoiler alert, but if they beat the game mode and buy the ending, whatever hero they bought it with, they get to have pack a punch immediately on the next playthrough with that hero. Stuff like that. So I didn't buy any heroes because my interact key is taken by the no clip. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching.